Hey everybody, welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I'm Shagdog, and we're doing Cigar City Brewing out of Tampa's Fancy Papers. Just a handsome design, just as handsome designs printed on fancy papers and applied to cigar boxes are used to entice cigar lovers. We use Strata, Sabro, and Idaho 7 hops to draw in lovers of fruit-forward hazy IPAs. 60 IBUs on this one. Beer Advocate considers it a New England IPA. We normally say hazy IPA in the can here. Cigar City Brewing out of Tampa, Florida, 6.5% ABV. And Beer Advocate does give it an 88, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, on the back of the can, it says with notes of mango and tangerine. This juicy IPA we developed was the same kind of craftsmanship and artistry that can be found in a label in labels printed on fancy papers applied to lids of cigar boxes of yesteryear. And anybody doesn't know, Tampa, Ybor City area of Tampa, famously known for their not Cuban cigars, but Cubans that lived in the area that made cigars. Yeah. So, of course, now it's known for debauchery and, I went to Ybor during the evening to clubs probably once in my life. After that, I was like, yeah, I'm not going back to that place. At that point, I was like 27, 28. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm too old for that kind of crap. All right, but let's get into this one. Fancy Papers. Don't get fancy with me, mister. A little bit of water in there. Let's do it. A juicy IPA. Or a New England IPA. Juicy, hazy, New England. It's all the same, right? IPA is IPA. This is varying goodness, I guess. Haziness. They vary in haziness, vary in hoppiness. They vary in juiciness. All right, well, let's give a look-see to that one. It's definitely cloudy. I don't know why they say hazy, because, when it's cloudy, when it's hazy, you can see a little bit. When it's cloudy, man. Only a finger ahead. It is maintaining there for the moment, and it probably will, because you don't get too many IPAs where the head just disappears, unless it's a really bad brewing company. Let's put that there. I'm not sure if you can see that can or read it. All right, let's give it a sniff. Yeah, dark, gold, brown, yellow. I always call it like a brownish yellow, the way it looks there. I don't know what to describe that color as. A golden brown. I don't know, brownish gold. Who knows, right? Who knows it? Anybody who's expert at crayons, let me know. But let's give it a snifferini. Yeah. This one compared to my last one, aromatically not as inviting as the Savannah River Brewing I had, but definitely a little mango, maybe a little sour mango, actually. A little bit of a citrus hop, mango. What else they say they had in it? Mango and tangerine, maybe a little tangerine. Mango tangerine. Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. Here's to Cigar City. Fancy Papers. All you fancy ladies out there. Now this one, a little bit more of a malt backbone than the last one I had, but it is juicy. But yeah, if I had to go with one, I'd definitely go with that Savannah River Brewing. Different style IPA. That one was a smash IPA or whatever you want to call it, American IPA. This is considered a hazy or a New England IPA. What the heck was the IBUs? I don't even know if it said the IBUs. Was it 30? 60 IBUs. Yeah, I guess that. For being 60 IBUs, it's not too bad on the hoppiness. But I think it's being masked a little bit by the maltiness in there. Yeah, there is a mango, but it's almost like to me, like a bad mango taste, That maltiness in there. Does it say what kind of malts are in this shit? I don't know, but it supposedly has, 3 different hops? Strata, Sabro, and Idaho 7. I wouldn't even say that's a fruit-forward hazy IPA. Fruit-forward, nah. Cigar City, especially in Tampa, in the Tampa area, a lot of people are like, well, Cigar City, yeah. But I don't think Cigar City really makes it a really good beer. The July, whatever hell the sporting thing, that pale ale they have, that's not too bad for a pale ale. To me, though, that's probably the best beer they have, and that's not saying much. I can't even think of any other good ones that they had, that was like memorable. Let's go breeze through their beers. I'm not going to read them out loud. I'm just going to see if I come across one. It's like, wow, yeah, that was a good one, which I haven't seen one yet. A lot of these I haven't done though, so give you the benefit of that one. Oh, let's see. No, I haven't seen any of these beers. That one I might have seen. Centennial. Don't know. Sounds familiar. None of their beers ring a bell. Besides when they had Florida Cracker, which they changed the name of that one. And they got Florida Man Down Under, Florida Man on the Moon, Florida Man. A couple of those I remember doing. Frostproof is supposedly the one that used to be Florida Cracker. They changed the name to Frostproof. Golden Ale. None of the Jila, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. They actually have a couple different Jili. They have that regular IPA. It's IPA, I guess. Wait. I guess they got a whole bunch of different Jilis. A White Oak. I guess they're all American IPAs. I thought it was a pale ale, but anyhow. Yeah. They got a Jilo too. Yeah, so really, Cigar City, there's not one beer like, well, this is a world-class beer, the best of all the whole country, but because I haven't had that. And if you have, let me know. But the first exception to that rule is you can't be from the Tampa area. So if you're from some other place and you visited Tampa and went to Cigar City Brewing, you had a particular beer, you're like, wow, that was one of the best beers I had. Let me know which one. Yeah, so what would I give this? It's not real bad. It's not real good. I give it it's all right. It's decent for what it is, but I just don't like the flavors in this one. I guess I probably should have had this one first before I had the Savannah River, but for what it is, a malty kind of IPA, a little bit of maltiness in there with those, those hops in this one, the Sabro, the Strata, and the Idaho 7. Not real bad. I'd probably give it a straight up B and a swallow. There you go. B and a swallow. Now, I don't know. Hope I didn't do that one again. That was really weird is here I am live on Facebook, right? And YouTube. Supposed to send out, tap that bell, you'll be notified, but I didn't get a notification for this one. So I don't know what's up with that. Unless the only reason is because I didn't click on that last one on my phone, so that's why the other ones don't come through. Could be the reason. Never thought about that. Let's get this. So I give the grade. 10 minutes in. Let's do it. give some chugs while I'm doing some famous stuff here. Famous cigar quotes, which is kind of weird because it doesn't say nothing about a cigar. And this one, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Don Vito Corleone, the Godfather, but it doesn't say nothing about a cigar. But cigar, why? Yes, I'll have a cigar. A Cuban cigar, of course. Tony Montana, Scarface. Now, fancy a drink? Oh, chop. James Bond, Goldfinger, 1964. I'm not just a fancy man. I'm a fancy gentleman. Jack Dawson, Titanic, 1997. And then papers. I'm not that bad. I'm just drawn that way. Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then the next one is You Had Me at Hello, and then you lost me with all the paperwork. Jerry Maguire. So, but my favorite quote with the papers is from Goodfellas, right? Jimmy, was it Goodfellas or was it Bronx Tale? Damn, maybe it was Bronx Tale. The one guy's name was Jimmy, get the papers, whatever, and he always repeated himself like, "I'm gonna go get the papers, get the papers." Yeah, get the papers. So if you're in the mood, you're in the Tampa area, or could get Cigar City in your area, go ahead and get the papers, the fancy papers. And not too bad. Get the papers, eh? Well, that was delicious. I might save my other beers for another time. I might do a little bit of karaoke and get to bed. Shagdog works hard all night and parties every day, and then sleeps the afternoon to the early evening. Yeah, get the papers, bitches. Let's finish this beer. Now, if I had some viewers and they said, "Oh no, Shagdog, don't go. Do another one," I might stay for one more. But it's early in the morning. Don't get too many views in the morning. What I should do is maybe take a nap when I get home and do them around 2 or 3. I wish whoever shared us on Discord that one time, because we had a lot of viewers Discord and they hung around us for about a couple weeks and then they all stopped visiting, so. That's right. Maybe I should crash other people's live beer reviews. See if anybody in England is doing a live beer review. Let's check right now, matter of fact. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube live beer reviews. Live beer reviews. Beer reviews. Live beer reviews. Let's check that. That's just someone's channel. I don't want to play live. Let's just go to YouTube and type it in from that way. All right, let's go to YouTube. Cheerio, chap. Get the papers, eh? You son of a bitch. All right, so I'm on YouTube. I think we lost a couple subscribers. That's funny. But that's okay. All right, so let me go back to search. Let's go to YouTube, right? Go to YouTube. And there was a tab somewhere on YouTube where you go live videos. Let me just type in live beer reviews. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Now, how do you get to live shit, then search live? Let me Google this shit. How do I look for live videos on YouTube?
According to Google Help, to browse upcoming and current live streams and premieres, 1. Open the YouTube app. 2. From the bottom, tap Explore. And 3. From the top, tap the live destination.
Explore. Live. Oh, I see. Live. Okay. Live destination. But I can't type in live. Live now. Recent lives. What the fuck is that? Upcoming lives. Live now. I don't want news or famous people. Figure filters. Okay, live. I typed in beer reviews. Guess who comes up ahead of us? I typed in beer reviews on the live tab. Beer. I just typed beer review. Clicked on the live tab, and Iran's president dead. Diddy abuse, tape release, and Trump and Biden. This PBD podcast, whoever the hell they are, shows up, but we are showing up second. I guess we're the only people in the world doing a live beer review right now. No more results. That's awesome. So at least I'm on there live. Maybe if I put something else in there as a title, maybe that would work, huh? Yeah, that was great. At least we're on there live. If you type in beer review live, we come up. But that's it, though. Let's just type in beer live. How about that? See if anybody else is drinking out there. I typed in beer. I'm just looking to see if anybody else is doing. There's some dudes in India doing live boom boom beers in Telangana, but I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's India. We don't even show up in that one. They got bear. Even though I typed BEER, there's bear stuff coming up. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Even Bible stuff popping up. Ay. Yeah, there should be a way you could be able to join people. Like, hey, we're doing beer reviews too. Let's link up. Yeah. Oh well. I guess if I put I'm not in Tampa, but I'm doing a Tampa beer. Maybe if I put Tampa in the title, who knows, right? I think my camera's a little tilted. It sure is. Yeah. The girl, what's that? Groovy Jimmy. If you don't have to go to work this morning, crack open a beer. Okay. Let's see what this. He can't be getting a lot of views. He's getting a lot of views. Look out. He's not even doing a live video. It's like a podcast. There's an orange screen with a. Maybe that's why I should do it. He's got a black screen with an orange circle, the blue devil with an H in it. Groovy Jimmy. He talked about red meat and shit. But somehow they came up with beer. He's got 81 viewers. He's just talking. Yeah. The goddamn carrots. You talk about not buying red meat, something to replace red meat because it's so expensive. Yeah, he's talking about shit that you're eating. I'm on beer. Eat beer, bitches. People worry about what they're eating. You're going to die anyhow. It don't matter what you eat. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. You got 10 people that could all eat something that's like not healthy, and only 2 of them die because of it. Survival of the fittest, man. It's evolution. Evolution, man. And you know what? I might not be part of the fittest. You know, I am 52. At least I made it this far. I'm happy I made it this far, right? But you know what? Am I going to make it to my 60s? I don't know. I've had some health issues over the past 10, 15 years. Am I going to make it to the 70s? Ooh, God, that's a real good guess, because I do have a couple of great uncles that made it to the 70s. I have one uncle, that's my first uncle, passed away when he was 57. A brother passed away when he was 42. My grandfather passed away when he was 41. But my other grandparents, my grandmother made it to 89. My other grandmother made it to like 90. And my other grandfather made it to 98 or 99. But a lot of uncles have died. A lot of uncles, the men in the family, besides the one that died in the 50s, all the uncles of my maternal grandmother and my maternal grandfather's siblings, all the men died in their 60s, and a few died in their 70s. About 2 or 3 made it to their 70s, but the rest of them all died in their 60s. So what can you do, right? Don't worry about shit, man. As long as you exercise, try to eat somewhat right. I mean, but yeah, like the guy was saying, I mean, yeah, hamburger meat and everything's expensive. I haven't bought hamburger meat in quite a few months, and I went to go buy some the other day. I was like, holy shit. It's gone up a lot more since the last time I bought it. Yeah, the prices are outrageous on shit. And if you're going to vote for this guy again in this Democratic government, you're fucking crazy. Good luck. We need to get to be number one in energy again. I think what happened was Trump was really hurting these sons of bitches. All these guys on the left, probably some on the right also, that don't want him in there, hurting their businesses. That's why they're so hell-bent on not keeping him out. The only way you wouldn't want to keep somebody in there is you're not making money. If Trump is good for the economy, apparently is not good for the Democrats' economy. I'm talking about the higher-ups. He was hurting them somehow. I'd like to know what he was. I mean, they're probably their business interests and stuff like that. Really, they don't want his ass in there. He's hurting them. That's why they don't want, this electric car bullshit. We were energy dependent. Apparently, they don't want that. That's probably hurting their pocketbook somehow. But oh well. To each their own, right? If you like inflation, and it's going to keep going up, even though they're saying, well, it's 3.2 now. Well, overall, it's still 9 or 10% higher than 2001 or whatever. If you love inflation, you love higher prices, even though some wages are going up. Here's the wages going up, but here's the inflation. Numbers don't jive, man. The numbers don't jive. I mean, if you have someone who had a measly job, was making $11 an hour back in 2020, and now they're making like $16 an hour in a 4-year time, that's not too bad. That's not too bad of an increase. But with the way the inflation has increased since then, it's like they're back in 2020 making $8 an hour. They basically got a pay decrease. Everybody has got a pay decrease unless you're up $15 an hour more than you were in 2020. And yeah, that's the only thing. And basically $15 more than what you were making in 2020 is probably only like $4 or $5 more in actuality than what you were making. So, yeah, I went on a rant like Jammer. I watched some video earlier, and Shouldn't have watched it. Shouldn't have watched it. But anyhow. Yeah, Shagdog Spitter Swallow beer review. If you can find this one in your area, I don't think Cigar City. I mean, up here on the South Carolina side, I don't find these guys at all. But I go across the river to Augusta, Georgia. I can occasionally find these at only one liquor store over there. I found it so far. A couple of their beers, only 2 or 3 of their beers, but I don't think Cigar City has expanded very far out of Florida. It might be in Georgia, maybe Alabama. I don't know if they made it over to Louisiana. They might have. But not too bad. I mean, I give it a B and a swallow. I don't think there's any Cigar City beers that I've given a higher than a B plus so far that I recall in the past 13 years doing beer reviews. 14 years, something like that. I might, one viewer. Thanks for watching and enjoying the fancy time, fancy papers, right? Yeah. Get the papers. I might do one more. I got like 2 stouts and maybe I have 3 stouts in there, but maybe I'll do one more. I do have a Southern Tier Stout, and I forget the name of the other brewery. And the other one's an artisan stout, like a pastry stout. I don't know if I want to do that one today. I might do the Southern Tier Stout, even though it's a lot of these Southern Tier beers lately, man, they're just yuck, straight up yuck. They're like trying to do too much, I think. All these weird stouts and stuff that they're doing, like I had a French toast one, and this one's a mocha stout, but they spell the mocha like weird, like with a M-O-O-K-A or some crap. So I'm hoping it's good, better than some of the other ones I've had by them. We'll see in a few minutes, I guess. But I guess I'll do it for this one. If you love inflation, give me a hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't like inflation because I'm looking at my job and I'm like, wait, I'm basically making probably what this particular job I have made back in 2020. It's probably like the same. Well, not the same. It's like making $2 less an hour than they did in 2020. Really, $2 or $3 less, I'd say. Yeah. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do away with the middle class. I mean, middle class, they say right now, you have to, as a couple, which I don't know too many couples that make this much, but they said you have to make like 145 to 180,000 a year or somewhere around there to be considered middle class now. I don't know if they're breaking it down into middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class like they used to, because that's what they did. Hey, he's upper middle class, middle lower class. Yeah. Oh, and then you're just straight up poor after you get down to that lower middle class. I would say lower middle class is probably poor, but on the high end of being poor. But yeah, that's a lot of money to be considered middle class. And I know people that are couples that probably make together, got pretty good paying jobs, which they were good paying jobs a couple of years ago, 60, 70,000, 50, 60, 70,000 a year between the two of them. Now they all say they're struggling. All the different couples I know they're making that much, which really, I wouldn't be struggling if I made that much. Well, I say that more money, more problems, right? You get more. But I'm pretty frugal. I learned from the best. I mean, I learned how to live poor pretty much the last 3 or 4 years. Actually, 5 years. This October would be 5 years that I really started on the poor downtrend. I'm not saying I was rich before that. I wasn't by no means rich. I was probably lower end middle class, which is kind of the rich, kind of poor. But I learned frugality from the frugal master. I'm not a master myself yet because I still have many things to learn. But I am pretty frugal. I don't spend my money on. I do waste some money. Don't get me wrong. I probably wasted on things I probably don't even need. And I shouldn't even. I mean, this might not sound like a lot of money, but to me it is, because that's money not in my savings account, which is probably where it should have went. But I probably wasted anywhere in the past 1 year, anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 wasted on some items that I don't need or don't use. Yeah. So that's 1,000 or 2,000 in my savings account that I could have had, or some type of money I could have put towards some type of investment. So, but I am frugal as a fact, because I don't go out to eat that much. I mean, look at past weekend. Over the past week, I've ate two dinners. I don't know how much they cost overall for making the dinner or whatever, but I stretched two dinners out for almost a week. So I had been having leftovers and stuff. So enough to be like three nights meals. I'll eat that shit 3 nights in a row. So a lot of people don't like doing that, but I'll eat the same food 3 nights in a row. As long as it tastes good. I'm not a man of variety. Just give me something that tastes good. I'll eat it 3 or 4 nights in a row. That's right. But yeah, there's got to be a way. I was buying something cheap like soap the other day, and I'm looking for a new brand of, because I buy this certain soap and it's kind of expensive, you know. So I'm looking for something similar. It's an antibiotic body wash, you know. So I'm looking for something similar. I don't think I found another antibiotic body wash, did I? Maybe I found one, but it smelled horrible. It was cheap, and it smelled like poison. When you pop it open, it smells like perfumey poison. But I looked at every damn soap. I mean, I want a manly smelling soap. I like a little manliness smelling, but not perfumey smelling. I can't handle my allergies, whatever. So I smelled a couple men's soaps, and I'm like, yeah, that's just too much. My soap is a man soap, but it's not overpowering or anything, you know. And it's pretty good. It's not Dove. I can't think of the name right now. Best soap brands. There you go.
Here's a summary from Good Housekeeping. The best bar soaps.
It's
1.
not Dove.
Best
I
overall.
don't like bar
2.
soap.
Best value. 3. Best
Right.
for every.
Best body wash soaps. How about that? I don't do no damn Old Spice. Now, Old Spice, some of them don't smell too bad, but they're just overpowering to me. I think allergies or something. I don't know. It's not Dial. It's not Dove. What the hell's the other? Maybe is it Dial? No, it's not Dial. It's not Suave, because that's cheap. Well, whatever the hell my soap brand is, it's an expensive one. That's the most expensive one out there, but pretty much for the regular name brand soaps, the expensive one. And I'm looking for something cheaper. I'm like $9. So I get the big bottles, body wash. It's got the little thing on top. $9 or something. Now I'm like, man, I gotta get something cheaper. And there's some that are like $6 or $7. I'm like, you know what? If I buy this 3 times a year, 4 times a year, whatever, how many times I buy it, that's $12, $15, $18 a year I'm saving. Yeah, I'm trying to be frugal, and I just can't find. I spent like 20 minutes in the soap aisle. Couldn't find a soap I like, so I had to buy it. That's one thing I'm stuck with. This soap. I used to use Dial. Dial's like, the orange one for men. And it might be an antibacterial, but for some reason I smell that one out, and it smells poisonous, like bug spray or something. I don't know. It smells weird to me, so I'm not using it. I think they're killing people with it. Purposely killing people, probably giving cancer to people. Yeah, just something smells with that damn Dial soap, body wash soap. All the different scents too. There's a poison in it, guarantee it. Just like the jet things, yeah. But yeah, so anyhow, couldn't save money on soap. I tried. I'm trying to be more frugal. But yeah. Now I did get a discount on that soap, but it was only like 10 cents off or something like that. So that didn't really help too much. What else am I trying to, certain things you can't be frugal at. I bought some beans last week and they sound delicious. They're Walmart Great Value beans. They had red beans, black beans, and pinto beans all in the same can in a chili sauce. I'm like, well, that sounds fucking delicious. So I bought 2 cans, and I bought, what the hell else did I buy to mix with them? 2 cans of that, and then I bought something else. Oh, some sausage. So that'll be great. Put this with some freaking hot sausage. Boy, I end up getting sick the next day, both ends. Of course, drinking a lot of beers the next day too didn't help, but and the beans that didn't taste too good. And I was going to buy bush beans, but I'm like, you know what? Let's go cheap. And that's what you get for going cheap sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't pay to be frugal. Oh, well. I've gone on and on in this one. Thanks to my one viewer for watching. It's probably myself, or maybe I left a comment on that guy's video I watched a little while ago. And he said something about some type of cheese on a salad with the feta cheese. And I've typed in Famunda cheese. Nobody said anything, but there it is, big bold letters, the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Famunda cheese, ? So I wonder if somebody saw that and just watched me now. Going to report me probably. I was just joking. That's how I joke. All right, Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Let's do one more. Let's do that Mocha Stout or Mocha Stout, whatever they call it. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank God it's my Friday. I'm off tonight. It's going to be great. One more beer, then maybe a couple karaoke songs. What do you say? Sounds good. We'll see you on the next one. Spitter Swallow Beer Review, Shagdog. No jammer. And my computer's going on its own. We'll see ya.